Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Deb Chanel's 48th World. Well, I'm going to tell you today's episode was dry as the Sahara Desert. It didn't give me no chuckles here and there. Well, it did when Rick was trying to figure out whether his dad is going to put him to be the shoe shine boy or the maintenance man carrying a mop and a broom around. Because he just felt he just got totally downsized, especially with all the comings and goings and the promotions when it came to Black Widow and Spencer Man. We get right on into the scene because it ain't really much to talk about today. It was quite boring, like I said. We have, excuse me, Bozo the Clown and Black Widow are getting ready for work. Bozo the Clown is still pressuring Black Widow not to take the job. Then we go over to Papa Bear. He's going back to work, y'all. He's looking real well, real rested, just like a man back in charge. But he's only going in to pretty much set the tone of how he wants things to be done and to just go in because he just feels like it and he can do that. And Mama Bear is happy as she can be. She's happy about everything. But she gets a surprise that Papa Bear has asked her son to come to the meeting and she's trying to figure out what that's all about. Then we go on to Ricky Rick, Greedy Ricky Rick, and Rusty Dusty. They're discussing whether Black Widow would take the job as CEO on we know Mama Bear's wishes. Then we have Spencer Man is talking with his dad, Dollar Bill, over at Special Publications. And of course they're talking about Logan's Run and Rusty Dusty. And of course, Dollar Bill saying, Rusty Dusty just got on in her mind and he just worked his magic and he gonna get her back. And I was like, sit down, Dollar Bill. We ain't got time for you today and your antics. But Spencer Man gets a call while they're engaging in conversation about, his dilemma with Black Widow and his father's dilemma about Rusty Dusty and him interfering with him and a very happy ending with Logan's Run that didn't happen, didn't play out. But like I said, Spencer Man gets a call from Papa Bear to come join him at the meeting today on seeing whether Black Widow will accept the CEO job. But he doesn't know what Papa Bear has up his sleeve for him. So Dollar Bill said, hey, we all know that Mama Bear is matchmaking again. And of course, Spencer Man, he knows what it is. He's trying to look stupid and naive and crazy, but Bill has a way to draw it all out of you. He said, you know what your mama trying to do. You know who your mama is, how crazy she is. You know what she's trying to do. So he said, don't act stupid because I ain't stupid. Then we go back to Papa Bear. He's ready to go back. He's sharp in his suit. He looking good. He's back on his feet. And, Mama Bear's just so proud of him. And she said, good, because I thought you were going to go back to work. He said, I'm going to draw from home. I like being at home. And I'm just going to take it easy. I'm going to let them deal with the rat race. So then we go back to Bozo the Clown. He's proposing that Black Widow jump ship and come over to Spencer Publications and they start their own fashion company. And honey, Black Widow looking at him like, are you crazy? Are you crazy? I ain't trying to start nothing up front. And no, I'm not going to fall for Mama Bear's pressures to thinking she's going to manipulate me to go back to her son, which is Spencer Man. And they become back being husband and wife. But really, they ain't really left being husband and wife because they still married on paper, even though they're not living like it in reality. But then we go to commercial, we come back. We have Black Widows looking at Bozo the Clown like, you got to be crazy. Black Widow tells Bozo the Clown, do you know how hard it is to start a fashion house? Do you even know what a fashion house is? Have you not been living around me? Have you not been seeing what I've been going into every day as far as the office? Do you know how long it took to get us at this plateau? Honey, it took years. And I ain't finna, I don't care what you talking about. You talking crazy. So Black Widow goes on and she says she has to go on to the meet because she's not upsetting her grandfather. She ain't finna do it. She ain't finna do it for her. She ain't finna do it for Wyatt. She ain't finna do it for nobody. She finna do it for herself and her granddaddy. She know. We all know she's doing it for herself because she's feeling herself. She got an ego and it's about as big as the moon. Okay? Then we have Bozo the Clown is telling Black Widow to not accept the job. That's his last words to her. She walked on out the door. Then we go back to Dollar Bill. He's telling Spencer Man, look, don't get your hopes up high for a union or reunion with Black Widow. And why Spencer Man is not listening to Dollar Bill at all, because like, you didn't start running after Logan's Run. Liam didn't start running after Black Widow, and hell, I ain't finna give up Black Widow. So that's how it is. Everybody gonna take their own advice, and I'm taking mine. I'm walking right out this door to go see what Papa Bear has or wants me to do at this meeting, because I'm clueless. So he goes out the door and leaves to go over to Force Creations to see what Papa Bear summoned him to the office for. Then we have Papa Bear shows up with Quinn in tow. You know, she ain't going nowhere without him. He ain't going nowhere without her, okay? And Crackpot Pam is so pleased and proud to see him, and she done doggone made some lemon balls for the man. I'm sick of him. I'm tired of him. But I'm tired of them damn lemon balls. I mean, can't you make some cinnamon cakes or something? Some cinnamon twirls or something. I gotta be no damn lemon balls. Woo! Anyway, he passed it by for now. And Mama Bear was looking at her like she was crazy, because she really didn't even address Mama Bear. And I just think that's just so rude. But anyway, we go back to Rusty Dusty and Rick. They're asking their dad, who's all in the room. Everybody's there waiting for Black Widow to show up, and of course Spencer Man. And he said, well, shoot, Dad, why don't you just go on and stay on? I'm like, Dad, this just putting knives into Black Widow's back before she even get there. But both Rusty Dusty and Gritty Rick, they on each other's side. I'm like, this just can't be. You know what I'm saying? The world is just ending if they're gonna be on side with each other when they know they hate each other. But I mean, it is what it is. Now we'll go to you the least poisonous person, which can't be with Dollar Bill. So I guess they're gonna hook up with each other, okay, and form a team alliance. But it don't last for long. It really don't. And Papa Bear said, no, he's not letting the reins go. He's letting the reins go for now, as far as being CEO in charge. He want to fade to black. He want to be at home designing, spending some time with himself and his lovely wife, and that's where it's gonna be. But he said, my eyes will always be on the sparrow. Okay, my eyes will always be at this office. Okay, I will have someone to be able to tell me the comings and goings from sun up to sundown, or who's doing what and why. So I'll never be blindsided with my two sons, well, adopted son and real biological son, sitting up here trying to sabotage and betray me. I ain't forgot about that. I told y'all I would let y'all live, but I ain't forgave y'all at no instance of that, okay? I have forgiven y'all. I'm gonna let you live, but I haven't forgotten about what you did. You betrayed me, is what he said. And he forgot about it. And I'm like, okay, go. All right then, Papa Bear. I'm still wanting you to sell the company off and just get them shares. I'm like, what the hell? Go buy your own fashion house or whatever. But anyway, um, Black Widow finally shows up at the office. Everybody is not really glad to see her, but they're really anxious to see what she decided to do. Is she going to take the job or is she not? Is she going to go do what she was doing before and let Queen or Mama Bear take the reins and be CEO? We don't know. So we're all looking at her. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Bozo the Clown gets to the office where his dad's at, and him and Dollar Bill make, sly remarks to each other. And Dollar Bill can't, he just got to drill him in the ground. And then put him back up, because he's just that playful with Bozo the Clown. He can't take Bozo the Clown serious, because he's still probably trying to figure out, is Bozo the Clown my son? I know biologically it says that I'm his father, but he just don't have no attributes of me. Now my other boy, he doing real well, but got this one, I gotta play with a little bit more. And so he just be making fun and games with him regarding Black Widow and what he feels she should be doing. And Dollar Bill said, hey, Black Widow's her own woman. She don't care, honey. If she gonna do what she wanna do, you just need to just pay attention and just fall back pretty much. Because Black Widow is her self-made person. Well, she ain't self-made because she just inherited everything, but she has her own mind and her own mindset to a certain degree. Then we go back to Black Widow. She says to her grandfather, I gotta ask you one more time. Are you sure you're not wanting to come back? Is this something that's set in stone that you're not coming back? And he was like, absolutely not. I am not coming back up in this camp. I want you to accept the position and go on and lead us on into the future. So he pretty much just tell him, and then that's when Ricky Rick and um Rusty Dusty go on and say, well, see, she don't want it. Go on and give it to one of us. And then Poe, greedy ass Ricky Rick said, well, hell, me and see Rusty Dusty, we can shadow CEO position. We can act right this time, Papa. He was like, sit your ass down. Don't talk to me no more about nothing. Okay? That's what you need to do. Get in that corner and don't be heard until I ask you to speak. All right? But right now, I ain't listening to neither one of y'all. But he go on and really confirm to Black Widow that no, he's gonna be working from home. That's what he likes to do. That's what he intends to do. Okay, until something else may transpire to make him want to come back to the office. But at this time, no. He wants to live life as he's living it right now. And then as he's concluding that talk with them, that's when Spencer Man shows up. Then we have Papa Bear has asked, just right on out the gate, just ask why Spencer Man to come work for him. Leave his dad at Spencer Publications and come work with him as his lead head PR person, public relations to those who don't know. And I would have thought I would fall out my seat too, because Mama Bear was shocked, Black Widow was shocked. Hell, Spencer Man was shocked himself. He didn't see that one coming. And then the shock of all started Ricky Rich Rick and Rusty Dusty to act up even more. Rick is running around there raising hell about he don't even look how he's dressed. He don't even look like a PR person in charge. I said, now Rick, somebody need to clip you off your feet and let your behind hit the floor real hard, okay? And may break a bone. Because you had no business saying that. Talking about he don't even look. Well, honey, I bet he spent a couple of weeks up in there. He gonna look better than your dressing behind. But anyway, we move on because that's when Rick just really get indignant with his dad. Talking about, okay, so where you gonna put us at now? Where we gonna go? He like, you better be glad you got your job, cause right now you keep acting up. You ain't gonna have that much longer. You gonna be a maintenance man, and then the other one gonna be out there washing cars. Okay, but they both fade to black. Because they know their dad is on the warpath. And he done said what he had to say, and that was it. Okay, then we go back to Dollar Bill and Bozo the Clown. Bozo the Clown over there drinking some hard liquor. Only Dollar Bill can withstand that scotch or rum or whatever he got in that glass. Because he only get like a half, like a shot. And that's pretty much all he need unless you really need a double take. Like when Rusty Dusty had put that fast move on, then he had to come back and get him a whole bottle of his favorite choice of beverage. Okay, I'm thinking it's straight up scotch, but that's just me. But he just going to give Bozo the Clown son, cause Bozo the Clown need to be settled down a little bit because he's going off keel. So he thought, okay, you take a little shot, I take a little shot. You take a little shot, you slow down. Because you can't go to work after this because you're gonna be sick. You ain't got nothing on your stomach because you eat like a rabbit and all healthy. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, but you ain't going out this door. You're just gonna stay with me and be drunk. I'm gonna lay down on the sofa, get you a pillow, and maybe because you're just going off the hinges, and I can't have you looking like that. And you supposed to be a Spencer man? No, ma'am, no, sir. So Blows of the Clown said he told Steffi, or he's told Black Widow, to not take the job. Now he's holding firm to that, and his dad is looking at him like, you Bozo the Clown, sit down somewhere, okay? So we move off of there. We go back to Ricky Rick. He's being very selfish and talking out of his head. Then Papa Bear said, both of you and Rusty Dusty betrayed me. So you're lucky to keep the jobs you have, period. And the decision is closed. He shut them all down. He shut it down, y'all. You know, I don't hear no more now. I don't hear no more. Or we can't call Charlie the security guard because he ain't worth 2 cents. He a rental car. So I guess they had to get some real popo up there. Some real Los Angeles PD up there to escort his 2 sons out because they done lost their mind. But anyway, he goes on to ask his granddaughter, Black Widow, are you going to take the job? Because if you don't take the job, then I have no other choice but to let Mama Bear stay as CEO. And then she, Black Widow, kind of quick, fast, in a hurry, looked at her dad and Rick like, "No, that ain't gonna happen. Not in this lifetime." So pretty much, I believe she's gonna take the position. But because Wyatt Show told his because Papa Bear had asked Wyatt to come on and be his PR person. It didn't take him 5 minutes to say, "No, I'm leaving my daddy. Yeah, I'm coming on over here so I can work with my wife and we rekindle our relationship." Yes, I see where you're going, Papa Bear. I like it. I love it. Yes, I will be your new head of PR. I'll be here bright and early. Better yeah, I can work. I can start working today. Where's HR so they can give me my salary? I don't care. You can pay me $5 an hour. I don't care. I just want to be here, loving on my wife, trying to get her back, and everything's looking beautiful. Everything's coming up roses. Thank you, Papa Bear. That's pretty much what he was saying, y'all. But Mama Bear gives a heartfelt speech to everyone, and also Black Widow. And of course, Papa Bear sends his praises and good worth for his granddaughter to go and take over the reign. So he asks her again, "Are you going to take the position?" So that's pretty much where it all left off, you all. It was fun. It was okay. It wasn't what I had thought I was gonna be looking at, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So peace and blessings. Hope y'all like this episode. We'll be back, God willing, tomorrow, which will be December 14th, Wednesday, and we will do it again. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.